build and maintain a great university that can take its place among the great state universities of the country is a monumental task and a grave responsibility.
Good morning and welcome also to those that are online and watching. Today is truly a historic day in the history of the University of Florida. We have the privilege of announcing and joyfully celebrating an amazing milestone for our university. Indeed, a milestone that has been generations in the making. This remarkable milestone was achieved because of the shared commitment of the state of Florida and the University of Florida community, and the focused efforts of many who came before our time. I want to welcome and recognize first Florida Governor Ron Desantis. Governor Desantis, thank you for your incredible support of the University of Florida and all of Florida's public universities on behalf of the people of the state of Florida. Let me next welcome and recognize Florida Senate President Welton Simpson and House Speaker Chris Sprowls. President Simpson and Speaker Sprowls, thank you so much for your vision and your support. And I also am pleased to have with us U.S. Congresswoman Kat Cammack, and a special welcome to the state legislatures and members of our Alachua delegation who are here today. Florida Senator Keith Perry, Florida House Representatives Chuck Clemens, Yvonne Henson, and Chuck Brannon. Thank you for being with us. Next, I'd like to welcome and recognize Sid Kitson, the chair of the State University System Board of Governors member Tim Serio, and the State University System Chancellor Marshall Kreiser. Thank you to each one of you for what you have done and contributed to this day. Thank you. I'm also pleased to acknowledge the truly essential leadership of our chair of our Board of Trustees, Mr. Maury Husseini, and all of his colleagues are very dedicated and committed trustees. Thank you all. And I also want to welcome and express my thanks to Karen Unger, who is the past president of the UF Alumni Association. She's representing UF's exceptional alumni who've been so supportive of our rise and stature. And I'm also pleased to recognize Cheryl Martin. She's the Director of Global Business Development, Higher Education and Research at NVIDIA. And she's representing NVIDIA, but also co-founder and Gator grad Chris Malachowski. Now finally, many thanks to all of our esteemed university senior leaders, our vice presidents, the deans of all of our colleges and different programs, our faculty members, our staff, our students, our alumni and friends, both those who are currently in their positions and also those who have come before us, for your commitment, your dedication to making this day possible. We truly stand on the shoulders of giants with today's announcement. Now with that, I'm very honored to introduce our next two speakers. The first speaker will be one of our own University of Florida students, Roshan Reed. Roshan will officially announce our UF historic milestone. He's from Sunrise, Florida. He's a first-generation Match in Florida Opportunity Scholar. He's pursuing a bachelor's and a master's degree in Information Systems and Operations Management. The next, we'll hear from one of our exceptional faculty members, Dr. Alina Zaire. And I'm proud that Professor Zaire is from my own home department, the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering, where she's researching applications for artificial intelligence. She'll say a few words about how today's announcement will influence her work and the work of all her faculty colleagues. Please now join me in welcoming UF student Roshan Reed.
Thank you, President Fox, and good morning, everyone. I'm honored to be here and extremely proud to share this amazing news with you. When I started at UF in fall 2018, we were ranked number 9, and boy, let me tell you, I was excited to attend a top 10 university. Today, I'm thrilled to tell you that US News and World Report has ranked the University of Florida number 5 among the nation's best public universities. For students, I can tell you this means a lot. Our educational experience will be enhanced, our degrees will be even more valuable, it will open even more doors for us when we graduate and begin our job searches, and it will create even greater opportunities for us throughout our careers. Because guess what, Gator Nation? Our value as individuals in our respective career fields just went up. It's all thanks to the hard work and dedication from students and faculty alike. I think it's awesome to be able to say that I currently attend and will graduate from a top 5 university. Now please welcome Professor Zaire to the stand.
As a 3-time Gator grad and now UF professor, being a top 5 institution is exciting because it highlights the recognition of the outstanding work, bold vision, and diversity of ideas from our faculty and students. It means greater opportunities for funding to do important research. Now, when I meet with colleagues and potential collaborators, I can say with even more pride that I work at the University of Florida. And I know our efforts to recruit the very best faculty and staff will be even more successful now. Go Gators!
And now it's my privilege to introduce a gentleman who is not only the chair of our Board of Trustees and former chair of the Board of Governors, but also really a mastermind behind performance funding, preeminence funding, and many of the metrics that drive the rise in stature of not only our university, but all across the state university system. Mr. Maury Husseini.
Thank you, President Fox. All I have to say about you is that pandemic didn't beat us. We beat the pandemic. This is the truth. There was not a day that went by when everywhere else was shut that I was talking to the president at his office through Zoom. Interesting thing it was, he always had his tie on because the whole place was shut, but he was in his office with his tie on. And that is leadership. That's vision with our president. So thank you, Mr. President. So ladies and gentlemen, good morning, and thank you so much for being here today. I would like to begin by thanking those who, through their vision, leadership, and powerful support of the University of Florida, have been at the very heart of making today possible. Senate President Simpson, Speaker Sprouse, and entire Florida legislature. And Chairman Kitson, Chancellor Kreiser, and Tim Serio here. Our congressional leaders, A great thank you and congratulations to our Board of Trustees. President Fox, Provost Glover, and all of our deans, and all of our cabinet members. And of course, none of us would be sharing in this celebration today without the hard work of our amazing students, our world-class faculty, our remarkable staff, and our devoted alumni. You all truly inspire me. As you heard in the video, at the beginning of our program, the University of Florida set a goal of becoming a top-ranked university more than 7 decades ago. Over the years, some people doubted we will ever reach top 10 status. Then 4 years ago, they were proven wrong when US News and World Report ranked UF number 9 among public universities. But there were still some who said it was a fluke, that we couldn't get any higher, and that such a goal was too audacious. 3 years ago, those people were proven wrong again when US News ranked UF number 8. As our momentum continued to grow, it became clear that this was no fluke at all. This was the result of hard work, perseverance, a culture of excellence, and an undeniable conviction that the University of Florida was on a rapid trajectory. Number 8 gave way to number 7, and number 7 gave way to number 6, and now number 5. The rest is history, and history is written by the audacious. When the University of Florida sets its collective will on a goal, there is no stopping and no turning back. That goal will be reached. Being a top 5 university means being able to attract even more incredibly talented students like Roshan, who will earn degrees that are even more valuable when they graduate and enter the workforce. It means being able to recruit even more brilliant, innovative researchers like Dr. Zaire. It means being able to contribute even more innovative ideas and technologies to our economy of our state. My friends, today is a celebration of victory. A victory for the state of Florida, which, for the first time ever, is home to a top 5 public university where groundbreaking research is underway to solve the world's most pressing problems, and where our sons and daughters and our grandsons and granddaughters can get an affordable, top-flight education right here in the state of Florida. And now, it gives me great pleasure to introduce someone to whom we owe a tremendous debt of gratitude for his unwavering support. Someone who understands that destinies of the University of Florida and the state of Florida are inseparable. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the governor of the great state of Florida, Ron Desantis.
Thank you. Oh, please be seated. Thanks so much. Well, I just want, on behalf of the state of Florida, offer congratulations to the University of Florida for achieving a really significant milestone, to be one of the top 5 public universities in this country, joining the ranks of universities like Michigan and UCLA who've been around the block for a long time. And then also just to see 10 years ago, I think UF was barely in the top 20. It was a good school, obviously it's produced a lot of really good graduates, but to see the increase and constantly doing better, I think it's something that all Floridians, regardless of your allegiances, should feel proud about. Maury, leading the Board of Trustees, look, he puts more time into this. He puts his heart and soul into this. These positions, in some respects, you could just go and kind of, punch the ticket. It's kind of a prestige thing, if that's what you want it to be. Maury takes that, and he is doing everything he can to make this university the best that it can be. And so thank you, because you've provided great service for the state of Florida. And I also want to thank President Fox for his leadership, as well as other folks who are on the ground here in the university. And I can tell you, look, we're happy to be supportive financially as governor, putting that in the budget, working with the legislature to do it. But there is probably very little correlation to simply throwing money into educational institutions and getting a huge benefit unless you have standards, metrics, and leadership. And the fact of the matter is we've provided support, but they have provided results. And I think that's a result of having a board that's in tune to all this, having a president and other leaders in the university, and quite frankly, having good students come to the university as well. And so, yes, we've provided support at the state level, but really the folks here have helped make it happen. And I can tell you, if you didn't have the leadership you did, if you didn't insist on the academic rigor like you have, a lot of those funds would probably not have ended up leading to the positive results that we've seen. We're also very happy that we not only have a top 5 public university in the state of Florida now, but we have one that's very affordable for Florida families. And we are very, very supportive of making sure that tuition is something that's within reach. We're a big supporter of Bright Futures as well, so that our high school students who perform well have an opportunity to go to one of our great universities, and obviously the University of Florida right now leading the way. So affordability is very, very important. So I'm just proud of our state. I think we're doing a lot of stuff across the board well. A lot of people obviously want to come here, but to have a top 5 university, I think really makes a difference. And I can tell you, when I first became governor, I would talk to different folks in other states, business leaders and whatnot, and UF had done very well by that point. It wasn't probably number 9 when I became governor, 8 or 9, something like that. And our other universities have done better too. And people were just kind of starting to realize, hey, this is really a place that's producing a lot of great folks. Now, there's not really even any question about that. People understand that, and they know that if you have folks coming out of the University of Florida, you have a lot of people that are very talented and who do very well in the economy. And so I think that that's something that's really, really good for the state. So congratulations on really a historic day. Number 5 in the country is quite impressive. And I know you guys are not done yet, and so we'll be watching with that. And the only thing I'd say is, what a great day, but just imagine what a great week would be if we could beat Alabama on Saturday. So fingers crossed.
Don't go, Governor. Stand. We have a little gift for you as our Mr. President. Can you come here, Cooper? Thank you very much. Governor. This is for you. Oh, wow. We made sure, Governor, that's baseball, since that's your... Thank you, Governor. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to a man that he's been a tremendous help to our university. He spent a day here not too long ago, and we walked and show them what University of Florida is about. Because we are not just here to teach. We solve problems. Look at our IFAS. We're every county in a state. Look at UF Health. We take care of people. So with that, I want to introduce our Senate President, Welton Simpson. Welton?
Good morning. Do we get it's great to be a Florida Gator today. What an incredible achievement for the state of Florida. To break the top 5 for the first time in the history of our state is something we are all incredibly proud of. And I know Senator Perry's extremely proud of that, being from here, right here in Gainesville, and children going here to University of Florida. A few years ago, when the legislature had a vision of establishing a preeminent university, we could not imagine how successful the effort would be. The investment we made has been put to excellent use. The faculty, the administration, and above all, the students have worked hard to create an environment of excellence here at UF. And the nation has recognized the Gator Nation with a top 5 distinction. Dr. Fox, Board Chair Maury Husseini, and again, the governor mentioned it, but Maury's worked very hard. I've served in the Senate 9 years. I've seen Maury for 9 years about the University of Florida. And we were in the top 9, top 10, then 9, and it kept working. And each year we wonder, well, when's Maury going to talk about the University of Florida? Every time you see him. So make no mistake about it. And I am incredibly honored to stand here with you today to celebrate this amazing accomplishment for the University of Florida. So thank you for having me here, and go Gators. By the way, when we beat Alabama this Saturday, then we're going to have a top 5 football team also. Thank you.
Thank you. We have a little gift for you too. So stay right here. Right here. Cooper? Cooper, why don't you come on the other side? Okay. We got this for you. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you, sir. So, the next one, I was in his office at last session on my begging trip. So he asked me to explain to him why. Why is it that, University of Florida wants more money? So I explained to him, and through all that conversation, he said, okay, I'll give it some thought. So I was ready to leave. He says, well, I have an idea for you. This is our speaker, Chris Sprouse. He said, I have an idea for you. I said, okay. He says, I want our kids to be educated. And you know where it starts. If you can get your kids to read at 3rd grade, you're done. So he said, I have an idea. He gave me his idea. I was beside myself. He didn't know that. I didn't want to show. I want to do it as a favor to him. But he was doing a favor to the state of Florida. That's the honest truth. He was doing a favor to all future kids and our students. So I come out of there. Now, 2 seconds, I called our president, and within a week, we had like 10 people coming to his office. And I think forever to come, Mr. Speaker, you have helped our children to be able to read at the 3rd grade. So let's welcome our Speaker of the House, Chris Sprouse. Thank you.
Well, I woke up early this morning, and my wife, Shannon, who is a double Gator, reminded me, just remember, it's always a great day to be a Florida Gator, which she reminds me of often. It is such a great day to be a Florida Gator, to be alumni, to be a member of the staff, the Board of Trustees, the Board of Governors, but it is a great day to be a Floridian. Because today, while we're going to celebrate the University of Florida, it's not just a victory for the University of Florida. As my friend Maury often reminds me, this is about our kids, it's about our children, and it's about our state. And a rising tide lifts all boats. This is a big rising tide. Something else Maury said, he said, it takes audacious leadership. And no doubt it took audacious leadership from the Senate and from members of the House and Senate, from our audacious and bold Governor Ron Desantis. But it took audacious leadership here at the University of Florida from President Fox, his faculty, and all the staff. But I would be remiss if I did not mention my good friend, Maury Husseini, because I can tell you this, in the time that I've spent in government and leadership, I have never seen an individual whose vision was so contagious, who you could spend just a few minutes with him and want to be part of what was happening at the University of Florida. I didn't walk on this campus, I didn't attend class here, Maury, and yet I feel attached and connected here to the University of Florida because I have bought in to the vision that not only will the University of Florida be a top 5 university that they are today, but that there is no limit to the future of this university. You made us believe that, Maury. This is your day. Congratulations to you. There is nowhere to go but up for the University of Florida and for our great state. And whether it's our world-class graduates, our businesses, as the governor mentioned, that are coming here to the state of Florida, when we go throughout the state and throughout the country, we will remind them that it is always a great day to be a Florida Gator. Congratulations.
Thank you. Don't go away. We have a gift for you, too. Cooper. Thank you very much. Don't go away. Okay. Here we go. Let's take it this way first. And now turn it around.
My wife's going to steal this.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. And our last speaker, last not but least, is a friend of mine. I gave him the big lie. It's true. Took him to lunch and told him that he ought to join Board of Governors. It only takes a few hours. And it's so good for our state, no big deal, nothing much, and Will Weatherford and myself finally convinced him to join Board of Governors. And he became chairman. But I'll tell you, in the last year and a half, this man took incredible leadership and time. When I say day in, day out, he led all of our universities. With pandemic, nobody knew, but he did an incredible job helping our universities, helping our students, and helping our state. So, with great pleasure, I introduce to you Sid Kitson, Chairman of Board of Governors. Sid?
Oh, thank you, Maury.
My pleasure.
Congratulations to the University of Florida and Chair Husseini and President Fox, but how perfect that we had a student make the announcement today. I mean, it's about student success and student outcomes, and that was absolutely spectacular. And on behalf of Chancellor Kreiser, I'm proud to be here representing the Board of Governors and the entire state university system. So when I began as the chair of the Board of Governors 2 years ago, Chair Husseini and President Fox promised me that we'd make the top 10, and I said, well, could we do that in the next 2 years? And I knew that was a very audacious goal, as you said. But one thing about Maury is he is a force of nature. Now his golf game is not a force of nature, but I can tell you, He is a force of nature when it comes to getting things done. His passion for education for these students is absolutely remarkable. So, and with President Fox, they made it happen, and it truly is remarkable. But you know, when you step back, the 12 universities have really come together as a system. I mean, they make each other better working together, and that is exactly what they are doing. Success of the University of Florida not only elevates the entire state university system, but it elevates the state of Florida. So congratulations to Chair Husseini, to President Fox, and to the many people who have worked so hard to make UF the world-class institution it is today. And you're very lucky you're not playing Wake Forest. I just want you to know that. So thank you, everybody. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Love you, man. So we have, sit. You're always so proud to wear this. Yes, especially when you go to USF. Thank you. So we have this most powerful computer, 8 in higher ed in the world, number 8 in the world, and number 22 in everything, the most powerful computer at University of Florida. So we're going to test it. Okay. Big shot hypergator, where is University of Florida in ranking?
The University of Florida is now a top 5 public university. Go Gators!
So our program is finished. I just asked the governor and president and the speaker and board of trustees of University of Florida to come here to take some pictures. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming.